Hi, John Alexander here with the third match of my league run with Storm. I'm 0-2 so far. I've played against Tesserator and Black Red Reanimator. This is, I think, my fifth attempt, maybe the sixth, at recording a league with Storm and not getting much up like this, but that doesn't work out, so I'm gonna stick with this one. I'm sorry if this makes for terrible entertainment, but at some point you have to cut your losses, and yeah. This hand is decent, it's not amazing. Haven't really had amazing hands so far today. We're up against Death in Texas, it seems, so there's Ethervile, and I guess I'm supposed to cast Cabal Therapy for Thalia. And we did hit. Okay, so Stoneforge. Actually, no second land. Interesting. Opponent not doing anything. Volcanic Island. Yeah, sure. I'm going to shuffle this because it's terrible. And I wonder if I'm supposed to Cabal Therapy for Thalia again. Yeah, I think I am. This, of course, is extremely stupid, but there's not going to be a situation where I can use the Cabal Therapy otherwise. Okay, my opponent draws planes, which is very kind of them. Gonna play Stoneforge Mystic, grabbing Butterskull, and then Violin Serra Avenger. And we get to ponder. Is there any difference? No, there isn't. Another Past in Flames, amazing. I think I want to draw the Brainstorm here and Infernal for Dark Ritual. This way I get a nice shuffle to get to Brainstorm next turn. Our opponent is likely going to be... they are not going to be at 1 billion life because they can't put in Butterskull yet. So we have potentially a turn 4 kill, which is extremely slow, but thankfully our opponent didn't really do anything here. There's the Serra Avenger, and let's just hope they don't draw Thalia. Actually, they have the Recruiters, so they're gonna vial that in, search for Thalia, and we're gonna have to win through Thalia. Maybe I should have named Recruiter with the Cabal Therapy last turn. Okay, Wasteland, great draw. No, we're actually... Well, our opponent could get greedy and not vial in the Recruiter. Okay, they are not going to be. So yeah, they Wasteland the Underground Sea, then vial in Recruiter. Oh, they're going to have Sanctum Prelate main deck. That, I guess, is even worse. Prelate on 1 basically kills us. Yeah, this is a good matchup, definitely, but not this way. Okay, 4. I think this means I can't win because I don't have Burning Wish, so let's just concede game. Another very interesting game, I guess. Could I even have gotten there? Yeah, nothing interesting going on. Gonna board in Sudden Shock, Chain. Not actually sure about Decay. Definitely want a Nauseam. Do I definitely want a Nauseam? That's a good question. I do want the Mox. I think I'm gonna go with the very greedy setup of a Nauseam, Petition, and Empty. Boarding out all the discard. I guess 1 Decay isn't the worst. Not very happy with this. Also extremely unhappy with losing the first game because it started out decently and then our opponent drew pretty well. Sorry for that reflex, showing OBS there. I have a tendency to do things while my opponent is busy sideboarding. So yeah, this game has not been interesting. I think neither of the games I've recorded so far has been. Yeah, at this point I would like to express my disdain for the current Legacy format. Wizards, you did badly in banning Sensei's Divining Top. Our opponent keeps their 7, we also keep our 7. We don't want to do anything turn 1. And depending on whether our opponent has Mother of Runes on turn 1, we want to ditch the chain to Chrome Mox. Okay, they don't, so let's keep the Mox and the chain in hand. Here's an island. Let's brainstorm into some really good cards. These are in fact not really good cards. Put back Maya. I think we can do without one of the rituals, although it is hard to say. We're going to be at 2 cards in graveyard. Yeah, let's keep one of the lands. This is not looking great. If our opponent has Canonist here, okay, they have Thalia, so I'm not going to do anything. Fetch, please. Swamp, okay. Great draw, not. So if our opponent doesn't do anything that stops us from going off next turn, we can bounce Thalia and then go for Past in Flames or Ad Nauseam. I'm not sure what I want to do here. I think I want to put Badlands and then Decay. Excuse me. Decay in the current position isn't great, but if they have another creature, it is what I want to draw. The question is, if they don't draw another creature. If they do, yeah, I want to draw the Badlands, actually. I think that is better to put on top, because Badlands is also a card we can draw next turn and still get Hellbent with Infernal Tutor. Attack for 2, sure. Down to 16. And rest in peace. That is annoying. That is really annoying. This makes me want to draw the Abrupt Decay, I think. It doesn't seem like there's a way to... So we bounce Thalia, then we have 4 mana, 5 with a Petal, 6 Cabal Ritual, 7 other Cabal Ritual, and Dark Ritual is 9, is that correct? So we have 2, 3, 7. We could go for Ad Nauseam here. We could also go for a Past in Flames line, that doesn't work. And we can we get Threshold? I don't think we can. No, we can't. So I guess Ad Nauseam it is. Not thrilled about it, but we have all the LEDs and 4 0 mana artifacts as initial mana sources and 3 Dark Rituals in the deck. So I guess that's where you want to be. Let me just 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, then let's do that. Ad Nauseam from 15, not the greatest, but it is okay. Do we activate the fetch? Yes, we did. Gonna grab Volcanic Island, just because. Dark Ritual, Cabal Ritual, 4 in pool, 5 in pool. We could also just go for empty here, but I think I prefer the Ad Nauseam. Although we have all the expensive cards in our deck, but with our opponent at 4 mana next turn, potentially, yeah, I think Ad Nauseam is the only reasonable path. Chromorph's good. Ponder, no. Delta doesn't make a difference. This is bad. Tendrils is really, really bad. Okay, now we need Dark Ritual just. Or Brainstorm. Ponder doesn't get there. Probe also does not get there. Dark Ritual, no. Okay. Petal. LED. Dark Ritual. Mox. Exile the Ponder. And Tendrils for everything. This was very fortunate to get there with the way the Ad Nauseam started out. Overall, I think your favorite. I can't say for sure by how much, but you are. Also was lucky that our opponent had Rest in Peace and nothing real, like Aetherstone Canonist, for example. Now on the draw, I'm pretty sure I don't want the empty in my deck. Rather, I want to have Abrupt Decay, I think. It's not great, but what can you do? Ideally, I would actually have Daze and just the 2 chains or something like that, but Rodrigo doesn't like Daze, so I didn't have a choice. This is a very risky hand that I think I should mulligan. This is a terrible hand that I also have to mulligan. And this is a mediocre hand that I can't mulligan. I have to hope our opponent doesn't have Wasteland. Excuse me. So there's planes. Great artwork for the planes. Let's hope our opponent doesn't have Thalia, because Thalia would really be really bad. Do I want to draw the probe? I think so. Let's check. Okay, that's Thalia and Canonist. That is annoying. So Thalia, 2 Mystic, Plains, Canonist, and Batterskull. We need to draw 2 lands. This is not a land. There's gonna be Thalia. This is not a land. Oh, there's gonna be Canonist. Good thing I'm running Sudden Shock. Although I'm still 2 lands short. Wow, this is extremely greedy. If I just go Swamp Massacre here, well, I guess that is better than taking the Batterskull. If our opponent draws a land, we're in big trouble, I think. Well, we are either way. We need to draw land into a business spell. Okay. Choosing not to put in an equip sword. Interesting. I mean, that would lose to chain. Canonist, yes. Makes me really wish I had Massacre in my deck. Chain, okay. This is potentially okay. Sure. I might dead next turn. This is sword. So sword on the Canonist. Okay. I take 9. So I need to draw land into... I think I'm just dead. And there's really nothing I can do. This game has been terrible, as has this entire league run been. Yeah, opponent has Stoneforge Mystic for Batterskull. If I had Massacre, I could go end of turn chain the sword, then main phase Massacre, but even then still wouldn't have business. So let's just do this. We are still dead, no matter what we draw. Because there's that stupid Aetherstone Canonist. Yeah, another very interesting match. I really am not happy with this current meta game. Basically, there are no interesting matchups. even the fair decks don't actually interact with each other, and our opponent sacrifices a land to bounce Lion's Diamond, which makes 0 sense because it's an artifact, and therefore it isn't affected by Aetherstone Canonist. So they copy chain, not changing targets. I don't know. So let's do this. And we need to draw tropical. Okay. I guess if our opponent somehow forgets to attack with what's it called? Batterskull, we have an out, but so there's Batterskull. And with that, okay. Thanks for tuning in, and I guess see you tomorrow with another match with me sitting at 0-3 in this league run, because Storm is amazing, Legacy right now is amazing, and yeah. Thanks for watching. See you.